Teacher knowledge and behavior is the component of the model that focuses on teachers' knowledge of students and content and on their expertise in classroom management and pedagogy. Teacher knowledge is the element of teacher knowledge and behavior that encompasses knowledge of student characteristics and teachers' in-depth content knowledge, and the blending of these to enhance learning. More information on this can be found in the Technology as Facilitator of Quality Education model. The students in this special education class are reading Night of the Twisters. The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is evident as she introduces the lesson to the students. She demonstrates comprehension of her field in her goals and objectives for the lesson, in her knowledge of the curriculum, and in the way she organizes the lesson to facilitate her students' learning.
This morning we're going to start a lesson. It's on a story called Night of the Twisters. Does anyone have any ideas what that may be about from the title? Travis?
Tornadoes.
Okay, any other thoughts? Twisters? Do you know what a twister is? You agree with Travis, Bernard? Good. It is about tornadoes. We're going to do several things with our activity this morning. We're going to start by going over to the computer in a couple minutes, and we're going to make a web using inspiration. How many of you have done that before? What do we usually do before we make our web? What do we do with? Okay, we do talk about some things, but what do we do with the story?
Plan it.
We do plan it.
Look through it.
Go ahead, Daphne.
Look through the pictures.
Look through the
story.
and look at the what?
Pictures.
To get some.
ID.
Good. So we look through the story, at some of the pictures to get some ideas of what the story may be about. Very good. So the story is on page 150.
The teacher displays knowledge of student characteristics by considering the immediate environment of her students. The students are seated around the table in a way that facilitates a group discussion about tornadoes. The students can all voice their opinions and interact freely with their classmates during the conversation. As a pre-reading activity, the teacher has the students discuss the illustrations from the book. She has the students predict what will happen in the story based on what they saw in the pictures. The teacher demonstrates knowledge of student characteristics by encouraging her students to use their visual spatial intelligence.
Terrence?
Be about tornadoes happening and stuff.
Okay, tornadoes happening. What else can you tell from the people in that picture? Daphne?
They're trying to find somewhere to go.
They might be trying to find somewhere to go. Bernard?
You're scared because it might be coming to you.
They do look scared if you look at their faces, like it might be coming towards them. Eric, what else do you notice about that particular picture there? Anything you can think of to add to that? Maybe out in the next page when we get there. Travis, anything?
I'm worried there's something to turn and mess down the house, knock down the house.
Okay, they might be worried that the tornado is going to knock down the house. Good.
The teacher's in-depth content knowledge is evident in her method of instruction. She uses questioning as she asks the students to describe some possible emotions and reactions during a tornado. This method of instruction requires students to make assumptions, distinguish between relevant and irrelevant points, and explain ideas.
These people are trying to be what during the tornado?
Safe.
Safe. So we're talking about tornado safety. Just like here at school, sometimes we have tornado drills. We haven't had any this year. When we go out into the hall, and do you all remember that? You go out into the hall and you kneel down and you cover your head up so that if anything would come out into the hall, at least your head and your neck would be covered up so that nothing would hit you. Okay, go ahead and turn to the next page. What can you tell about the story from that page, Terrence?
Calling someone.
He's calling somebody. Who do you think he's calling, Bernard?
Parents or some neighbors that got somewhere so they can go.
Okay, maybe his parents or some neighbors so they can go somewhere. What does the boy in the background look like he's doing?
Watching.
Okay, maybe he's hoping for luck. Good. Anything else about this page that anyone wants to add? Eric? No? Do you notice anything out the window? What's it look like out the window?
Rain. Look like it's raining.
It's probably raining.
But it's dark and cloudy.
It's dark and cloudy. Good.
The teacher shows knowledge of student characteristics by addressing her students' verbal linguistic intelligence. She has the students describe what they would do to remain safe during a tornado, and she puts the students' ideas into a graphic organizer.
Can anyone think of anything they might do during a tornado? Travis.
Go downstairs, go to the basement.
Okay, you might go to your basement. Let me move this here. Go to the basement. Oop. Daphne,
Go in the ditch and lay flat down.
say that one more
Go
time.
in the ditch and lay flat down.
Okay, go in a ditch and lay down. Would you go in a ditch, Daphne, and lay down if you were inside somewhere and there was a basement?
Huh?
Would you go lay in a ditch somewhere if you were in a house and there was a basement?
Nope.
No, probably not. But that's a good one if you're outside stuck somewhere. Terrence?
Get a flashlight in the blanket.
Get a flashlight and a blanket. Good.
The teacher again displays knowledge of student characteristics by having the students add clip art images to their concept web. The students use their visual spatial intelligence to select the images that represent their ideas.
Okay, let's go to people and see if we can find maybe a woman to just put as a picture of your mom. Anyone see one that they'd like to use?
Go back up. Right there.
Okay. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that, though. There we go. Slide that one over there.
The teacher demonstrates knowledge of student characteristics by activating her students' visual spatial intelligence. She has created an experiment that will allow her students to simulate a tornado in a bottle. The students develop a better understanding of tornadoes by seeing the simulation.
Yeah, sugar higher than that.
There, it's going. See, you can see the bubbles.
John, that he's going fast.
Now that one worked good, really well.
Squeeze it, Eric. Squeeze it like a
I'm gonna try mine red with all different kind of colors in it.
It's gonna be going.
We're not gonna add any more colors.
Come on.
Keep going.
Oh, yes.
That's good.